Society often tells us that we need a large social circle to be happy, but is that really true? I want to share a personal story about how I've embraced living joyfully alone in my later years. As I've aged, I've discovered that true contentment doesn't come from how many friends you have. It comes from within. In this video, I'll share how prioritizing quality over quantity in friendships, embracing solitude, and redefining connections has transformed my life. If you've ever wondered whether it's possible to live happily alone, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might see solitude in a whole new light. And before we dive in, I'd love to know, how has your perspective on friendship changed as you've gotten older? Share your thoughts in the comments below. 1. The pressure of social expectations. When I was younger, I felt constant pressure to be socially active, attend events, and network with as many people as possible. Friendship was often measured by numbers: how many people you knew, how many parties you were invited to, and how well you maintained those connections. But as I entered old age, I started seeing things differently. Genuine happiness isn't about filling your calendar with social obligations. It's about finding peace within yourself and cherishing the moments that truly matter. I realized that I didn't need a large group of acquaintances to feel valued. Instead, I started focusing on the few relationships that truly brought me joy and fulfillment. 2. The power of self-reliance. One of the greatest lessons I've learned is that self-reliance is key to happiness. Rather than chasing friendships out of fear of being alone, I turned inward. I found joy in simple things: a quiet morning with a cup of coffee, a peaceful walk in the park, or reflecting on life's journey while watching the sunset. Many people mistake solitude for loneliness, but I've come to see solitude as a gift. It allows me to reconnect with myself, process my thoughts, and appreciate the richness of life without distractions. I invite you to reflect. When was the last time you truly enjoyed your own company? Let me know in the comments. 3. The beauty of meaningful connections. As I embrace solitude, I also realize that the relationships that truly matter are the ones that have stood the test of time. For me, family has been a cornerstone of emotional support. The laughter of my children, heartfelt conversations with my spouse, and the playful teasing of my grandchildren bring me a deeper sense of fulfillment than any superficial social connection ever could. Beyond family, I've found that small, everyday interactions, like a kind neighbor's smile or a warm greeting at my local coffee shop, hold more meaning than large gatherings ever did. These moments remind me that connection isn't about numbers. It's about feeling valued and understood by the people around you. 4. Letting go of societal expectations. For many of us, success has been defined by how socially active we are. We've been taught that a thriving social life equals happiness. But as we age, we have the freedom to redefine what truly matters. Rather than forcing myself into social situations that drain me, I focus on relationships that bring joy and peace. I no longer feel the need to prove my worth through social validation. This realization is incredibly liberating. I encourage you to ask yourself, what truly brings you happiness? Is it the size of your social circle or the depth of the relationships you nurture? 5. The importance of adaptability. Aging also means acknowledging our changing physical and emotional needs. Maintaining a large social network can be exhausting, and that's okay. Instead of trying to keep up with endless obligations, I've learned to appreciate the value of smaller, more meaningful interactions. A phone call with a loved one, a short visit with a friend, or even a thoughtful email exchange can be just as fulfilling as a big social event. Technology has helped me stay connected with people who matter, proving that distance doesn't have to mean disconnection. How have you adapted your social habits as you've aged? I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments. 6. The reality of loss and legacy. As we age, we naturally experience loss, the passing of friends and loved ones. These moments are painful, but they also remind us to cherish the relationships we still have. I choose to view these losses not as endings, but as part of my life's journey. Each relationship has shaped me into the person I am today, and now I focus on sharing my wisdom and experiences with younger generations. Our stories and lessons hold incredible value, and passing them on is one of the greatest legacies we can leave behind. What lessons have you learned that you would pass on to future generations? Let's share our wisdom in the comments below. 7. Redefining connection in old age. When I was younger, connection meant frequent interactions, gathering in groups, long conversations, constant engagement. But now I've realized that connection can be subtle. It can be a warm greeting from a stranger, a moment of laughter at a community center, or even a quiet moment of shared understanding with a dear friend. It's not about how often we interact. It's about being present and engaged when we do. I've also learned the value of self-love and acceptance. The best companion you will ever have is yourself. Learning to appreciate your own company is one of the greatest gifts of aging. I encourage you to take a moment today and reflect. How can you nurture your relationship with yourself? Aging isn't a time of decline. It's a time of liberation. We have the opportunity to redefine what matters, let go of old expectations, and focus on the relationships and activities that truly nourish our souls. Whether you have a large social circle or just a few close relationships, remember that your worth isn't measured by numbers. It's measured by the depth of your experiences and the love you share. Let's continue this conversation. How has your perspective on friendships and connection changed over the years? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video meaningful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on living joyfully after 60. Until next time, take care, cherish every moment, and remember, you are enough just as you are.